So like the last video, this one is not going to be scripted. I know I promised that my next video would come out and it would be scripted, but obviously this wasn't planned to be my next video for this channel. I figured I'd let you guys know my standpoint on the whole controversy regarding FNaF, and if you don't even know why FNaF Plus is in trouble. I'm trying to think of exactly where to start from this because a lot happened within the past few days. And with the update that Phil just gave us on his YouTube channel, it's looking a little concerning for the release of Five Nights at Freddy's Plus. So, for those who don't know what happened, FNaF kind of like, he played FNaF Ruin because everyone was begging him to play it, even though it didn't seem like he was very interested in playing it. He didn't like it. I didn't like it either. I thought it was a trash game. It was boring. I had my brother play it. I was so bored of playing it. It really wasn't that good in my opinion. But, yeah, he played it. He said on Twitter how he didn't like it. And then one of his fans was like, oh, when FNaF Plus comes out, we're going to say the exact same thing about his game. And like some of the FNaF fans were like, they went and attacked him, were sending him death threats and gore, stuff like that. It was very, very bad stuff. But what proceeded to follow was apparently FNaF seeing it and thought it was like more of a joke, so he kind of was joking about it. It's happened before where he's made jokes about it. And well, but the thing I absolutely love is how the person that was being attacked was underage, when FNaF has already said, and it's stated on his Twitter, that he doesn't want minors on his account. He doesn't want minors following him. He doesn't want them interacting with his accounts, which turns out he actually blocked his main account before, in the account that he was responding with was like an alt or something. But back to the main point, the fact that he was starting to get blamed for the fact that the minor was being attacked. Sure, he could have responded differently with the, like, he made it like a joke and was like, oh, I want all the death threats and gore to be sent to me, ha ha ha. But sure, that could have been handled better, but everyone started spreading hashtags like Fire Phil Morg from the Fanverse, hashtag Fire Phil Morg, whatever, like cancel FNaF Plus, all that started going around, even though it wasn't his fault. He has explicitly said how he doesn't want minors on his platform because of things exactly like this ended up happening. And I completely agree, because sure, you can be an asshole and people might not like you, but if you're an asshole to minors, it's like a way bigger deal, which is fucking stupid. And that's why he's like, okay, I don't want minors interacting with my account, because if I'm using my crude humor towards a minor, then I'm going to get attacked for it. So, yeah, I don't blame him one bit for even thinking that. Like, it makes perfect sense. But yeah, really, that whole situation was just annoying. And then apparently, like yesterday or something, Phil was completely removed from the Five Nights at Freddy's Plus Steam page, like as a developer. And he was also banned from the community post things. I don't know. That's really worrying. Like, okay, that was already worrying to begin with. Like, okay, did he get fired? Like, is he no longer in the Fanverse? Is like, what's going on with FNaF Plus? But then he released a video today talking about, you know, what happened in more detail. I'll put a link down in the description below, exactly what happened. And yeah, he basically just went on saying that his contract with the Fanverse got terminated and he's not allowed to talk about the Fanverse nor FNaF Plus. He can't associate himself with FNaF anymore, and yeah, which is upsetting. Yeah, it's definitely sad to hear that something like that happened, and I'm personally really pissed off because I don't think he deserved that. Did he make mistakes? Sure, but I don't think it was enough to get him fired. It wasn't like Jonachrome where he was like trying to date a flippin', what was it, 14-year-old girl or something, you know? It wasn't like that. So if it was Jonachrome's situation, sure, makes sense. But that was just a mistake that he could have moved on from. That's not something you could just cancel him. Like, yeah, his personality could have been better, but again, that's why he doesn't want minors near his main personal Twitter. It's yeah, it's unfortunate that that's how things ended up being. But the reason why I'm saying FNaF Plus is in trouble is because we don't know how this game's gonna get made. Like, he's made some posts before saying, oh, well, the game's already been finished. Like, it's been finished for a while, but every time someone asked for it, I'm going to delay it by another 3 months or something. But yeah, everyone's like, oh, no, yeah, it means it's done. He's going to release it any day now. No. I think it was just like a big old joke. Like, that's how FNaF likes to joke around. I don't think he's serious about any of that stuff. And it just wouldn't make sense for him to, you know, have the game ready and not release it, because Scott would have to know if the game was done. Like, he would already have to know if the game was finished and ready to be published. Like, unless there was something going on between him and Scott saying, oh, we're going to release it the 9th anniversary of FNaF, that would make sense. But otherwise, he couldn't just hold it back from the community with like no reason behind it. Scott would find out pretty quickly, and that would be a whole nother issue. Yeah, that's another thing. Everyone keeps saying, oh, FNaF Plus will just get released early, like next week for the 9th anniversary. No, it's not going to. I'll be shocked if it does. It wouldn't make sense, because especially with the controversy, no one's going to want to play it. Like, aside from the big YouTubers that just want clicks, like, that's really it. I don't think anyone really wants to play it. I mean, the hype that I had for the game died a while ago when that person made a fan version of FNaF Plus. Like, I was like, oh, well, this is nice, and then I like moved on. And yeah, it's upsetting to know that things went this way. We don't even know if FNaF Plus is going to be canceled or if Click Team is going to finish it, which I believe FNaF Plus is going to be made in, or is being made in, Game Maker Studio. So I'm not too sure how FNaF Plus is going to be made with Click Team, because Click Team's made Click Team, not fucking Game Maker. But I know they ported One-Night Flumpties to Android and whatnot, and that was a game made in Game Maker, I'm pretty sure. So who knows? Maybe Click Team can finish this game, because if it had to have been close to being finished. I don't see this game actually being in development for like, what, 2 years? Like, it had to have been pretty close to being done. But I just don't see it being close enough that it would be released next week or anytime within the next month or so. But who knows? I could be very wrong about that. We could have that game next week and everyone's going to play it and it's going to blow up. And I'm just worried about the state of the Fanverse. I was going to make a video on that. I was actually asking a friend of mine to make a couple renders for like the thumbnail and stuff, and yeah, it was basically me just talking about the state of the Fanverse and how I'm worried it's going to end up completely falling apart. And yeah, now we're here with FNaF Plus losing its fucking developer. Like, okay, we already had, like, okay, most of the controversies I'm going to mention aren't really tied directly to the Fanverse. It's just what happened with each developer. So we got Kane Carter. He's had all sorts of drama. I can't even say what. Like, obviously with Theft King, but that was more him than Kane. Obviously FNaF, which just happened, but he's had a couple other controversies with his opinions on Security Breach and him being a developer of the remake. And we have Jonachrome, the whole situation with him like grooming someone. And yeah, and then we have Emil. I'm waiting for something to happen with Emil. I'm gonna be real with you. I feel like something's happening with Emil that we just don't know yet at this point. Like, I know that sounds kind of shitty, but I feel like there's something going on that we just don't know yet. And I wouldn't be shocked if he's not even actually working on Five Nights at Candy's. He's just announcing new projects just to buy him time so he don't have to work on a FNaF series that he doesn't care for anymore. Yeah, that's what I believe in anyways. You can believe in whatever you want, and you can yell at me in the comments. But yeah, I just don't see FNaF Plus being a thing anytime soon. Five Nights at Candy's 4. I'm waiting for that to get like canceled or something. The only fan game I say I still have confidence that will be finished is Pop Goes Evergreen. I have no interest in the spin-offs. I think the spin-offs are stupid. I don't know why they're in the Fanverse. They're not FNaF games. But I do have full belief that at least Pop Goes Evergreen will be finished for the Fanverse. I think that's all the Fanverse developers I could think of. But it's hard because, you know... Oh, yeah, also Nixon. Nixon's also had his own controversies. They ain't huge, but he's at least working on his game. But the Ignited Collection probably won't come out till like 2026 or some stupid shit. Yeah, that's really all I have to say for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you made it this far, like the video, subscribe if you want to see more content. I will try to be making more scripted videos in the future, hopefully. It won't be drama based or anything like that, and it won't be me, saying yeah, and yeah, all the time. Yeah, I'm just hoping that this will be the last fucking drama for a bit, although chances are it won't be. Chances are, watch, we're gonna have like a YouTuber within like the next few weeks or months or whatever, like some huge ass controversy, and it's gonna be horrible. I hope it won't be for a while before we have another FNaF controversy. We already had Lazy Fizzy or whatever the fuck, Lady Fizzy. Yeah. So yeah, thanks so much for watching, and I'm gonna sign off now. If you want to see any more content like this, as I said, like, subscribe, do all the things. Share this video with anyone you know in case you want to fucking, I don't know, try canceling me next. Yeah, I want to be the next cancel. Yeah, fucking give me a reason to be canceled on Twitter. That sounds fun, or X if that's what you want to call it. Anyways, see you guys. Bye-bye.